All right, guys, listen up. So before we break down SoFi stock, the charts, how it's been doing here recently, make sure you get up to 16 stocks for Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video. Each of those could be valued up to $2,000. Just use that link down below or just simply go to StockSurfest.com/Moomoo. And mind you, one of those stocks is guaranteed to be either Tesla stock or Google stock. So what are you waiting for? Get on it. Use that link down below. Get your free stocks. And with that being said, folks, cheers. I'm going to cheers you all with an empty water bottle here. I'm going to need to get some more water after this video, guys. And with that being said, let's dive into it. So check it out. The markets today in general were all over the place, like I'm sure you guys ended up seeing, right? We had the NASDAQ down. Let's see. Actually, no, the NASDAQ went up 0.25%. The Russell broke even. We had the S&P down a little bit, about 0.1%, as the Dow pretty much broke even as well. And we had the VIX down about 2.2%. You guys can see if I pull the VIX up, and don't worry, we'll get to SoFi in a minute here, guys. And mind you, SoFi ended up having a red day, but hold your horses there, guys. We'll get to SoFi in a minute. The VIX now is getting awfully close to the lows from a couple of weeks ago, which you guys probably remember. If I pull the 4-hour chart up here, a couple of weeks ago, actually at this point, over 2 months ago, we were at 1275 on the VIX, roughly 1273 to be exact, and we just started to break out or see a pop in the VIX, a break in the VIX to the upside as it got to about 18, 19, and obviously that did not last long at all, as now the VIX is back under 14 points again, 1357 to be exact. So the VIX is down big time. It's super low at a low point on the 4-hour chart. You guys can see on the 1-year chart as well, the 3-year chart, you name it. The VIX is getting destroyed. And if we pull up the max chart just for fun, right, you guys can see we're definitely towards the lower end of the range here on the VIX. Let me actually minimize my face. There we go. So you guys can see this goes back to what? 1986, and we can see ever since 1986, the VIX, the all-time low, mind you, is 8.5 on the VIX, which was hit, back in 2018. But other than that, again, that being the all-time low, we've been bottoming out anywhere from 10, 11, 12 on the VIX. And again, now we're at 13, guys. We're getting awfully close. What I'm trying to get at here is we're getting awfully close to all-time lows on the VIX. And we had gold and silver. Let me actually pull this up right now. Gold and silver today ended up, let's see, gold's at what, 1966. Looks like we're getting right to the top of this triangle right now, which is, we're approaching a big resistance, guys. This point is a big spot for gold. You can see right here, right around, let's say, 1970, 1975. And, if we do fail at that point and start going back down to the low 1900s, that's not going to be good for the bulls. And, we have a descending triangle here. If we do fall under 1900, which I might as well set my alert there right now just for the heck of it, right, guys? Let me do that. Mark is that we're below 1900. There we go. Boom. Mark is that we're below. So if that falls or, that breaks, we could see more downside. But right now, we're more towards, 2000 than we are 1900. So let's see what we do at this point. 1975, 2000 an ounce. That's going to be big for the bulls. And when it comes to silver, guys, we can see we're at the top of the channel here on silver, at a big resistance, just like gold. So let's see what direction we pick here. Obviously, the bulls are, in charge, but they're not fully breaking out here on silver or on gold. So let's see. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And now let's quickly look at SoFi and maybe some other names at the end of the video. And by the way, if you guys are finding value, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all for tuning in as always. And subscribing is completely free if you guys didn't know. So make sure you do that. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. I'm getting way more active on Twitter at StockSurfest, or just type in Stocks Talk Stocks. You'll find me on there. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitter. I appreciate you all as always. So SoFi today ended up going down 8 cents on the day, or percentage-wise, 0.9%. So not the end of the world type of red day today. And obviously it wasn't a green day. So we had a slight red day, and we pretty much sold off the entire day, other than a little pop that we had in the morning where you guys can see we did actually make a higher low in the morning. Let me draw this out to show you guys. Boom. One right there at 870, another one right here at 865. So we did try and hold the uptrend that we started to see yesterday, right? You can see here higher low, higher low, higher low. So we tried to hold that, but ultimately it didn't hold, right? So, we held that point. We held 870, boom. We ran 890. We actually took out the highs from yesterday, which was great for the bulls. But then SoFi ended up, boom, collapsing down to about, what was the low of the day? Let's see, 850 roughly. So, yeah, we got down to 850. We took out the lows from earlier this morning. Then we took out one of the lows from yesterday, which was not good. And, we did see a V-shaped recovery, but the fact that we ended up closing on, a little downswing there is not the best sign overall for the bulls at all. You guys can see here, if I actually just but clear the drawing set here, we can see we made lower highs all day on the intraday, lower lows, and that actually continued in the aftermarket. So SoFi is not looking so pretty, I would argue, on the intraday chart here. And on the 5-day chart, let me pull it up and see. Funny enough, we're actually still holding an uptrend here. Let me show you this. If I get the channel tool out, we can see we're still holding an uptrend right now. Let me see that or show you that. Boom, you guys see that. So as of now, we're still holding this trend. Will this hold for, a couple days, couple weeks? Maybe just a couple hours, then it breaks. I don't know. We'll see. But right now we're holding this, and as of the aftermarket, we're still above it. The bottom of the channel, which is a good sign for the bulls. And on the 10-day chart, let me show you this. You guys can see the channel a little bit more here, a little bit better. You can see we're above the 180 SMA. We still have a golden cross on this 30-minute chart, which is a good sign for the bulls. And on the 20-day chart, you guys can see the channel even more. The golden cross, we're above the moving averages. And with today's, move in the morning, even though we had a red day, like I said, we took out the highs from yesterday, but also the highs from, it looks like, the 23rd of August. And now that I'm looking at this, we already did that yesterday. But today we continued that, push as, again, we took out the highs from yesterday, which is good. So SoFi is still looking pretty decent here. We are technically still reversing to the upside on the 1-hour chart. But, big but here, guys, we still have a big resistance coming up at $9, which is right by the 180 SMA on the 4-hour chart. That's a big time frame that I'm looking at here. And we still have, 975. Another big one that I'm looking at here is 1025, which is where my alert's at. These are big resistances coming up. 940 is a big one. So be careful, guys. Be careful. Yes, we could see a big move back to $10 plus on SoFi for sure. But right now, we're just waiting for the momentum, or at least I am. I'm not telling you guys what to do, of course. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm just here patiently waiting, sitting on my hands, waiting for that move. Maybe not necessarily towards 1025 right off the bat, but if we could start breaking $9, then we might start, moving more from that point. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and to follow me on Twitter at Stas Talk Stocks or StasSurFest. Either one, you'll find me on Twitter, guys, and it's linked down below. And feel free to get up to 16 stocks for Moo, each up to $2,000, guys, and one of those is guaranteed to be either Tesla stock or Google stock, depending on how much money you deposit. All the details are linked down below, and feel free to check out my Patreon if you want to be a part of the Discord. You want to have more access to me throughout the day. Watch me build out my Patreon portfolio every week. That is linked down below. And with that being said, I'll catch you guys later.